It's a beautiful time to be on Earth right now. The more I go through this process, sometimes it's more I hate other people in the world. And you can't feel guilty about having an emotion or a disposition, because sometimes it can be rather unencouraging, I guess discouraging, to understand the truth of light and love and realize that everyone around you doesn't. It's disheartening. The more and more you push into it, the more and more you can connect with your purpose and why you've come here. The more beauty you'll see in the fact that you hand chose this experience, for you knew what you could bring to this earth. I've gone through shifts, downloads, upgrades. A lot of the time I didn't know what was happening. It seems that when any being begins their ascension into the I Am divine presence of eternal golden light, that others will attempt to take that light. You could see it as them trying to take it by squashing it, or in a sense they're trying to push you to claim your own sovereignty by giving up caring what people think. Because nobody that is not in the awareness of the awakening will understand us in any fashion. And that's okay. We didn't come here to have everybody understand us immediately. If you're watching this right now, you're more than likely in a similar process, in a similar wavelength of your ascension. If you're drawn to this video, there's a lot of confusion going around. People follow a heart-based spiritual practice, but while using the 3D concepts of the mind. I know so many people that I had thought that were understanding the full trueness of what's taking place. Come to find out, they start spewing off rants about their fears and alien invasions and just going off. I'm not saying that those people are ignorant. I'm just saying that there is not a lot of people that I could fully connect and relate with as far as them experiencing what I am. There's a select few. Maybe it's you watching. More than likely, a lot of those watching are going to be the ones that need to connect with me so that we can begin organizing ourselves in a manner to do what we came here to do, which is to be love and to be the I Am presence, to show the way for all those stuck in fear in delusion so they can find freedom. Everybody's going to find freedom. You're either going to do it now and do it willingly and move with the wave of consciousness taking over the earth, or you're going to do it kicking and screaming the whole way. It's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. You don't have to start ascending right now. You can continue to live whatever life you like. That's fine. Just know, if you don't want to hop on the bus and you don't want to start getting out of your old modalities and old ways of being and being a victim, if you don't get out of it now, it's only going to get increasingly harder to get out of it, because it's going to trap us. If you stay in that energy, it'll start trapping us and all doors will start closing. You have time. I'm not saying this is happening right now, but ascension, global, planetary ascension is taking place on this earth. Beyond all doctrine, belief systems, spiritual practices, spiritual religions. And I'm very, very honored to be able to be in the first wave of ascension, to help others understand the way and how the world is going to work a different way now. It can't work the way that it's working. The old energy is dying. Those that are depending on the church, those that are depending on our education system, and those that are depending on the government are only going to continually get more confused. And I say that with no distaste. I say that with the truth as God has revealed to me for the planetary ascension of Earth. It's complete. One thing that I want to get many to understand is our job is not to go out there and fix the duality. There is no duality. Let that sink in for a moment. There is no duality. People say, well, you are blind. I'm blind! Can't you see? All of the duality. It's everywhere. Wars, famine, all sorts of stuff. Seeing stuff as duality and separated is a state of consciousness. So those that are saying that there's still duality is because that there are those that experience duality still. Just because you're experiencing duality does not mean there's actual duality. There's never been duality. There's never been separation. There's only been the illusion of separation. So once you heighten your state of consciousness and you merge into fifth dimensional consciousness, heavenly consciousness, you see that there's never been duality in the first place. This whole time has been part of the oneness. It's been part of the plan. All along. How could something that is one ever work as two? Can't. How could there ever be a duality that's needs to be fixed by God if God is everything? It's all perceptions, guys and girls. Some of you are already in your light bodies and you have crystalline DNA. You have crystalline carbon in your body. And you may have been feeling the shifts as you release density. It'll almost feel like you're dying sometimes. Sometimes it'll seem as if you are, your life is falling apart, or falling together and apart at the same time. And your body will get lighter and lighter. You'll feel physically lighter. Your perceptions will change. My experience of daily reality could never be described to anybody that is still existing in a third dimensional perception. And I don't say that to say that I'm raised above anybody. Everybody has their own process, so I can't be risen above anybody. For some people that are still asleep in this life, like the older, not asleep, but the some people that are still not fully realized in this life, they already awakened before. So that's not their plan in this life to be the way showers. Many are going to be going through their dark night of the soul in the coming times. And we have to be the light to guide our families and our friends through the process. Because some of our families and friends want nothing to do with this information. They don't really care. That's fine. They're going to care when they start shifting into crystalline DNA. When something starts happening, they're going to need our help. And that's when they will turn to us. I'm over discussing belief systems with people. I'm not about arguing spiritual ideas and whether or not that the Pleiadians are coming, or if the so-and-so's galactic angel council's coming. After we're already ascended and fully in the I am presence and the world is working well, there'll still be people that will just be bickering their minds with each other, arguing their minds with each other about technicalities. It's so much bigger than that. It's simple. You can get completely complicated. People like to say, it's complicated. You're talking about aliens and galactic councils and light beings. And they say, oh, that sounds very, very far-fetched. It sounds like a novel or a video game or something. I do understand that there are other worlds and we are connected to them. And I believe my soul comes from another star system. Maybe not from this one, but regardless, the simpler you keep it, the more light you can help expand. When I first started this process, I tried out every outfit of expression, of trying to help people. And I've come to find out that no matter how you present yourself, there is a group of people that will find the way you present yourself as evil, as wrong, childish, whatever it is. I tried everything. First, I called myself the non-profit prophet because I thought it was funny because I wouldn't be making profit. I was like, I'm trying to give back. I want to give love and I want to make money so I can give love. Non-profit prophet. And I didn't really think of myself as like some sort of divine prophet, but I understood that I was receiving messages from God. I understood that I was receiving divine guidance. So I didn't mean any harm or foul in it, but apparently that was the worst thing I could have ever done because people just hated on me. People just let me have it over that name. And these are like really enlightened people. Also, some of the older indigos, bless their souls. Indigos are a special breed of children that started coming mainly in the past, like 50 to, I guess you'd say, like 30 to 70 years. I think it's basically the last 100 years, but mostly recently, the past 50 to 70 years. The first wave of indigos, they took on a lot of pain for this collective. And I bless their souls. And what happens is a lot of these older souls that incarnated and took on a lot of pain, they didn't come with a lot of the abilities of the newer souls, because they paved the way for the newer souls, crystal children, star seeds. So what happens is there ends up being almost a jealousy between the souls that came first and the ones that are here now. Like, okay, why are these new souls coming out with all of these abilities and all of this divine knowledge, and they almost are angry that they don't have it, and so they will attempt to belittle what other newer star seeds have. So we just have to remember, guys, it's just we have to send love to everybody we encounter. Doesn't matter if they're attacking you or whatever it is. If somebody's attacking you, they're attempting to get you to become yourself. If you can see everything as part of oneness, like I had said, there is no duality. Duality is a mentality. It's an experience. If I have an intense negative emotion, I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, I've become a victim of duality. I didn't become a victim of duality. An experience is not a duality, whether you think it's good or bad. It's just an experience in oneness. So if you can see that, then you will stop beating yourself up for everything. If every time you have a negative emotion, you say, oh my gosh, I'm living in duality. I'm a dualist. I'm separated. You're going to really, really find it a hard time to go through Ascension. Because Ascension is about allowing and understanding. If you are experiencing an intense emotion of hate, you are purging. You're purging. Every time you're feeling a very strong emotion, you're actually purging that emotion. And so if you judge it, you're actually preventing yourself from fully purging the emotion. Because everything is made of the same substance, which is the unconditional love of Creator. Everything is made of this substance, this I am-ness. So you have to realize hate exists in the mind of God because we exist in the mind of God right now, and there's hate here. It's an experience. It's part of a type of learning. I'm not going to say that hate and love are the same thing. They definitely don't feel the same. But regardless of how they feel, their origins is one and the same, which is the one truth, the one divine consciousness some know as God. And don't get confused when I say God here, because God can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. And when I say God, it probably doesn't mean what most people think it means. As in something that could decide if we are good enough or not good enough. Everything is in divine order. And if you allow yourself to walk through your life and have everything that happens to you, know that it is in divine order. You'll walk right through this ascension and you'll understand it fully. If you reject any experience as, oh, this is somebody's ego and their ego is attacking me, then you're still going to be existing in separation because you're creating it within yourself. If you say, hey, this is an experience I'm having, and I don't know if they're using their ego or what's going on, but this is an experience I'm having, I should send love. I should look to see how I can heal. I should look to see how I can better myself. Then you've just found divine truth, which is accepting your experience, knowing that all experience that you encounter is on purpose and it's generated by your consciousness for your experience and growth. I am here to be able to be a guide for anybody going through this process that needs some sort of guidance, because there is a lot of mistruth and terrible spiritual advice out there. I will never give you mistruth. I will give you perspective so that you may find the truth yourself. I can only give you the divine truth as it is given to me, which does not teach concepts in boxes, but teaches the truth of our oneness. As of right now, I'm doing this whole, I don't even know what I'm doing. Who am I? What am I doing? I'm doing this whole life journey right now, completely connected to this divine presence and following this path. And I'm hoping that I can be supported in any way so that I can continue on this path. If you guys and girls support me in what I'm doing, you guys are more than welcome to support me at gofundme.com/natureslight. And that will help me and my twin flame to continue to give out truth and to help our collective heal and help people to have a perspective that can allow the unconditional love of Source to filter through us all so that this world may change in the way that's planned. Oh, it's a bug. My unconditional love to you guys. Safe travels in the now. Hi guys, I'm James.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I appreciate you guys watching my video. I just wanted to let you guys know that we deeply appreciate anybody that shares our videos to help spread awareness and love. A few months ago, I woke up to this unconditional love within my soul and discovered that there's more to life than we think. And on that mission, I left my job, and she left her job so that we could full-time put all of our energy into making sure that we cared love for every being that we encounter. And, oh yeah, I forgot. We love you.